I thought we could have a little bit of a slow, cozy Sunday together. I would like to try do like a proper Vlogmas at least once. Hey pals, welcome back to the studio. I thought we could have a little bit of a slow, cozy Sunday together in the studio because we're always co-working together lately. So I thought it would be nice to have like a little bit of slow, cozy time since it's cozy season. I just made myself a Starbucks toffee nut coffee. I was so happy that I found the Starbucks Christmas pods in the Carrefour in Calgary, which is like a really big supermarket. So I've been loving these. I actually have been making them in Christmas mugs for myself the last couple of days, but today I decided I would do it in the rainbow mug because we're not quite decorating for Christmas just yet. Although you might spot behind me that I hung some twinkle lights up this week. I'm slowly transitioning because we're very much a don't decorate until after December 1st kind of household. And every year I try and decorate a little bit sooner, and I still has so much patience with me at this time of year because I do like to go a little bit overboard. Every year that we've lived together, I have added to our Christmas decorations, and this year with our kitchen having been renovated, I'm so excited to decorate. I have so many ideas of how to just go totally overboard with it. I really want to do like really kitsch, colorful paper decorations, but that is for December. So my strategy or my plan is, at least for in here, is to slowly start like putting up cozy decorations. I hung the twinkle light last weekend. Those of you who follow me over on Instagram helped me decide where to put them. I was unsure as to whether to leave them on the bookcases or to hang them from the ceiling, but you guys told me on Instagram stories to leave them on the bookcase, and I'm so happy that I listened to you because it just adds the perfect like cozy ambience to the room. And ever since I set up this cozy nook, which if you watched my autumn reset vlog, you'll have seen me set up this little cozy corner over here with the armchair. I have loved it. This room has become like such like a cozy place to hang out, and I feel like the twinkle lights have just added the perfect cozy season touch to it. Another reason that I thought we could hang out in the studio together today, I actually went to IKEA yesterday and I resisted buying Christmas decorations, which is some kind of a miracle. But what I actually did buy is a whole bunch of frames because I want to do a proper gallery wall in here. You guys have probably seen my framed pictures in the background. I feel like the shelves look pretty good, but I have frames over here. I don't know if the face tracker, yeah, like leaning over so the face tracker will follow me. I have frames on this wall here. I've only hung up 3 when I put them up. And my idea was to do a gallery wall there, but when I started hanging the frames originally, I felt like more than 3 was going to look like too much. That was last year. I've been looking at them for a year now. I took them down when this room got painted during the renovation, put them back up, and something about them has been bugging me. This year, I also when I did my autumn reset, I put in all autumn artwork into them. I went onto Etsy. I tried to find like small artists and buy prints from like small artists. I really liked the idea of putting up these cozy prints, but as soon as they were on the wall, I was like, there is something about these that are bothering me, and I think it's the black frames. So I've decided to swap out the black frames, and I've gone and bought like way more frames than what I already have. I think I've got like 11 or 12 frames, and at the moment I only have like 7 up. So I want to do like a gallery wall and put the white frames in instead. Originally I was going to do the pine finish IKEA frames, but they didn't have them at our little IKEA. We only have a small IKEA in Calgary at the moment. There is supposed to be a bigger one opening up next year, which I'm very excited about, like a full-sized one. At the moment we only have like one of those mini ones where you have like small displays of their most recent stuff, and you can collect orders if you want to, and then they have like small stock of like the kind of knickknacks and stuff, but they didn't have the pine frames. They only had white and black. So I was undecided. I actually nearly left them behind, and then Joe was like, if you get the white frames and you put them up and you don't like them on the white walls, you could always take them back down and paint them a different color after, which actually I really liked. So that is my backup plan if there's too much white on white. So today we are going to be redoing my gallery wall. I hope I have enough command tape. The other reason that I'm in here on a Sunday is because if you have been following along on Instagram and also here on YouTube Shorts, then you will know that I set myself a little challenge for the month of November where I am drawing every day this month and posting it and documenting it. Today is Sunday, so we're just at the end of week 1 as I'm filming this. And so I also have to do today's drawing and document it. And then I also think I'm going to try and do one drawing extra today so I can start to get ahead of myself for next week. The last thing I want is for this challenge to burn me out. That's not the point of it. So today the plan is to do today's drawing and document today, but also to do one extra drawing and document that so that tomorrow morning when I get up and I'm like lounging around in my pajamas, which I love to do at cozy season, that I have tomorrow's video ready to edit so I can edit that in the morning. I can post it earlier in the day, and then later on in the day when I do the next drawing, I'm not under pressure to try and do that super early so I can also edit the video. So I kind of want to get like a day ahead of myself, if that makes sense. So we are going to do some cozy drawing, and then we are going to build a gallery wall. That is my plan for this lovely slow Sunday in the studio. We also need to clean because balancing catching up on my work and also doing a daily challenge has resulted in the studio looking very chaotic at the end of this week. So we definitely need a little Sunday reset before the new week begins. So grab a cozy drink, grab your iPad if you want to draw along with me, and let's have a little cozy drawing session before we get the studio all organized and tidy for the week ahead. Okay, drawing prompts for the weekend are done. I did today's prompt, I filmed the video, it's ready for editing, and then I also did a little illustration for World Kindness Week, which starts tomorrow, the 10th of November. I hope. I'm pretty sure it starts the 10th of November. And if not, that video is not going to make sense, or I'll just have to re-record the voiceover. But I did the drawings, I documented doing the drawings, and then I also did 2 little clips that I use as like the voiceovers, cutting in and out, and those are ready to go as well for editing. It is now 5:40. I just want to show you guys just how dark it is outside. Look at that. It's fully pitch dark outside, and it's only 5:40. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love it. Cozy season is making me way more creative, which I've never really noticed about myself. I'm beginning to realize that I'm not really someone who loves the summer as much as I would like to, because I love being cozy. And for me, doing some drawings, creating some content when it's dark outside, I love it. Before the day gets away from us, our slow Sunday, in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so late because it's dark outside, but it is only 5:42. So now we are going to start taking down the black frames and putting up these white frames, and then we need to pick a bunch of art to put into them. I'm thinking I'm going to print out a lot of these illustrations that I've been doing for the November challenge and framing them to make our little gallery wall. So yeah, let's do that. I thought I had way more command strips left over from the summer than I actually did. Turns out this This is how many command strips I had left over, like literally just one, which means I could probably hang, no, I can't hang anything because even if I cut this in half, which I normally do for the narrow sides of the IKEA frames, that just puts command strip. Oh, actually that would work. I can hang one more frame because I have command strips on the wall over here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up because it's like white command strip on the wall, but there's command strips here and here. So I can hang one medium one. And that's about it. These two over here are kind of makeshift with a teeny tiny piece of command strip. I found like a scrap of command strip that didn't have the sticky glue on it anymore. So I used this heavy duty double-sided tape that I bought in the summer to reattach some tape to them. And then they kind of just like clip up here, but they're not very secure and they're also not exactly where I want them to be. I kind of want them to be more like centered to this frame, but it kind of gives me an idea, at least until my command strips come. I did order more command strips on Amazon because I thought I might need some, but I didn't realize I would literally have none to hang up. It says Tuesday, so we're gonna have to wait until Tuesday to hang the rest of the frames, but I have figured out kind of where I want them to go. I'm gonna put one here like this, horizontal, then like center those little ones a little bit better. And then on this wall, I'm thinking one here and then one here. I think then it will be more centered to the wall in general, because another thing that bothers me about this is it's not actually centered to the wall. When I hung the three originally. Yeah, I think it'll be more centered to the wall like that. And then there will be 7 frames in total. Then I have 2 on the wall over here plus 2 on the shelves. But yeah, we don't have command hooks to hang everything up. And I really don't think that the double-sided tape will work because I've tried hanging other things with it and it just didn't stay stuck to the wall. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to print out the artwork and put it into the frames. And then even though this is a slow Sunday vlog, I really wanted this vlog to be filmed on Sunday and then uploaded on a Sunday. You guys are still going to watch it on a Sunday if you watch it the day it goes up. But unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until Tuesday to finish it when my command hooks come. So let's print out some art and put art into the ones that are already up and also put art into the ones that still like will go up on Tuesday so we can have like everything ready. And then when the command hooks come on Tuesday, we will hang everything up. So update, we have a spinning wheel of terror because Adobe Illustrator has frozen on me. I was trying to bring in some artwork from my iCloud and I think it just kind of like froze trying to load it. So sadly, I think I'm gonna have to admit defeat on this one for today. I have no command strips to hang the rest of my frames and Adobe Illustrator won't let me plan out my gallery wall. I was super proud of myself as well because I went in and I created artboards in the sizes of the different frames that I had and then I placed them on my workspace in the same arrangements that I want to hang them on the wall. So I could start to pick what illustration would go into each frame without even like having them hung on the wall. That was so smart. Now the whole thing is crashed and I can't even manage to save the workspace with my artboard. So I'm gonna have to start the whole thing again. But it is 5 to 7 and I haven't even edited today's reel yet. The dogs are getting restless as well. They definitely want their dinner and a walk. So even though I really wanted this to be a Sunday vlog where we hang out on a Sunday, let's just pretend we didn't have these hiccups. And when I catch up with you guys when my command hooks come, we'll just pretend that it's all a Sunday. But I think I'm gonna have to call it quits for tonight on the gallery wall and come back to you guys when my command strips arrive and my Adobe Illustrator decides to work. So it's actually a couple of days later. It's actually Friday. This week really got away from me, but my command strips came, so we can finally finish this gallery wall. In all honesty, these actually did come on Monday, even though they weren't expected until Tuesday. They actually got delivered like literally the day after I last checked in with this vlog. Yeah, I wasn't mentally prepared to finish the gallery wall on Monday, and then the rest of the week just kind of got away from me. This drawing everyday challenge has been very challenging. There's been a lot of good things that have come out of it. I'm definitely feeling very, very connected to you guys, the community, both on Instagram and over here on YouTube. I've been loving putting out more YouTube shorts, which is something I've been wanting to have more time to do like all of this year. I think this challenge is proving to me that I can make time for doing drawing, experimenting with my art, and creating content. However, it has also been exhausting. At the moment, the studio is like an absolute mess. Like there is stuff everywhere. My desks are covered in stuff. I don't think you guys can see that, but like I was just like having some sketchbook time before I like decided, okay, let's deal with this gallery wall. Obviously, I started the gallery wall on Sunday, and you know, I have frames that are empty on my walls. I have command strips up from the old frames, and then there's also just the frames that I didn't hang, which are all over the floor. There's just stuff everywhere. I've been ordering myself new art supplies. I bought some of these acrylic markers to try. Never tried acrylic markers before. I really, really like how opaque they are. So yeah, they're just stuff everywhere. So that has been quite challenging. This like being committed to showing up every day, I have had to prioritize that. And at the end of this week, I am really starting to feel the pressure of that. We're hitting the halfway point of the drawing everyday challenge. Tomorrow will be day 15. So that will be officially the halfway point as I'm filming this. Yeah, I feel like this week things really got away from me. It didn't really help that in the middle of the week we had to take the car to be serviced, and that was kind of just like a whole day where nothing really happened. I'm behind on emails and admin. I'm behind on replying to clients. I have 2 projects that I asked for an extension on when I was unwell, and I'm behind on those as well. And then I have some PR things arriving next week and the week after from other brands who have sent me stuff to create content around for like heading into the holiday season. And honestly, as I'm listing this off, I'm starting to feel it here. But this afternoon, I have decided, because I'm so frazzled and unfocused, that the priority needs to be putting the space in order, because I know that that will help me think clearer. The other reason is that one of the projects that I need to do, actually three of the projects on my to-do list involve creating video content. And for my daily challenge, it hasn't really bothered me that there's like these frames on the wall with nothing in them. But if I'm creating stuff that I'm sending to brands, I really want to fix this. But I wanted to show you how I have set up my Adobe file so that I was able to plan out my gallery wall, where I'm going to put the different art prints and also which paper I'm going to use for each art print. So here is my little Adobe Illustrator document with all of the plans for the gallery wall. This is like the plan for the on the wall, and then these are the plans for the prints that will go over on the shelf. And I've set up the document with all of these different sized artboards to fit into the different sized frames. One of the things that I really, really love about Adobe Illustrator is the fact that you can have different sized artboards or canvases or documents or whatever you want to call them, or whatever you're used to calling them. But in Adobe Illustrator, they are called artboards, and that's literally like the section that will save when you export your file. You can have different sizes, different dimensions inside in one file, and when you save them, they save in all the different dimensions and like resolutions. So I was able to first of all think about where I was putting the frames on the wall, and then the next thing that I did was I wrote down exactly how many of each frame I have on a post-it and what size paper goes into each frame. Then I jumped into Adobe Illustrator and I created artboards in all different sizes, matching the paper that I will be printing on. And then I laid those artboards out, because the other really fun thing about Adobe Illustrator is you have like your artboards, but you have this massive workspace where you can move around your artboards. You can move things in the workspace that isn't on an artboard. So you can have like elements and files around your artboard so that when you export them, you don't see them unless you're saving the actual Illustrator file. So I was able to arrange my artboards in the actual formation as to what they will be on the wall and the shelves. And then I was able to go through the illustrations that I wanted to frame and start placing them on the artboards, deciding which size I want to take that print, which frame it will go into, and kind of figure out this arrangement before I was printing. So that I did yesterday, and that is all ready. Next step is to actually start printing these files and framing them and putting this gallery wall together with much command strips so everything stays attached to the walls. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's reset this gallery wall and then put the studio back in order a little bit, and hopefully that is going to calm my nervous system down a little bit, where I can just like look at my to-do list and not become so overwhelmed by it that I don't know where to start. Okay, enough waffling. Let's turn on the printer and get printing and framing some art. Okay, the gallery wall is done. The studio is tidied, and I also did my Friday illustration, which you guys will have seen me do. So you got a third cozy drawing session in this slow Sunday reset vlog, even though technically all of it wasn't on a Sunday. I am so in love with how this gallery wall turned out. I feel like the colors really brightened the room already, and I'm so happy that I went with the white frames. I know I was a little bit disappointed originally when they only had the white and they didn't have the pine, because the pine was originally what I wanted to go for. But honestly, I think that the white is perfect for my artwork, which I wanted to be able to show off more of my artwork in this space. And I think that the white is actually the better choice, because I feel like now the colors can really like be the main center of attention and the frames aren't drawing away from it. I also love the shadows that the white frames are casting on the white walls, which was a kind of unexpected surprise, but I feel like it makes a really nice effect when you walk into the room, and it just, I don't know, I just love it. I already love it in the background of the videos as well. I just did like the little talking head bit for my day 14 drawing, and I love how the colors look in the background. I also love that the twinkly lights are reflecting off the glass in the frames. Getting all of the protective film off of these frames was probably the most laborious part of this whole thing, because there was like a protective little film on both sides of the glass that comes in IKEA frames, which I get why it's there. It's to stop it scratching or getting cracked or broken, and it is actually quite clever. It's just very difficult to get off. So if you are ever getting frames from IKEA, a tip that I have figured out is to use your weeding tools. If you have a Cricut machine or you do have any like vinyl cutter, that little hook that you use for weeding the vinyl is perfect for just like hooking into the edge of the film and then peeling it off without like spending 5 minutes for each side of the frame trying to find like the edge, because it's very, very difficult to just do it with your nail or your finger. So crack out your weeding tools if you want to peel off the film on these frames. Anyway, I am in love with how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for this very slow Sunday reset that literally took me a week to complete, but I think it was worth it. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new gallery wall. I feel like the space is really coming together in here. It just feels like cozy vibes. I am so excited to start decorating for Christmas. It's also nearly time to start Vlogmas vlogs. I was thinking about this as I was tidying up the studio. I was trying to work out in my head like when each video that I'm filming is going out, because I have got into a better habit again. I've got back into a good swing of vlogging like a week ahead of when it actually goes up on my channel, except for that technically you guys are going to be watching this like a few days after I've filmed the Friday part, because it took me so long to finish off the vlog, but that's beside the point. Next week is the second last week in November, so it is nearly time to start thinking about Vlogmas. Did a Vlogmas video each week for December last year, but I kind of want to do like a little bit more this year, because Vlogmas is honestly like my favorite time of the year on YouTube. I just live for Vlogmas content. Like, it's my favorite thing in December to know that some of my favorite creators are going to have a video every single morning that I can just like watch with my coffee snuggled up under a blanket. However, I am a one-woman show here, and I have a lot of hats that I'm wearing. I don't have any big projects lined up for December, so I am thinking that I could do more than one video a week for December. I know that Millie from Prince by Millie is doing one video every other day for Vlogmas, so it'll be 12 videos in total instead of 24, which I think is a really interesting idea. Another idea that I had that I've been chatting to my Patreons about is doing Drawmas, which is my own idea, which is like a blend of Vlogmas and a drawing challenge. The only thing that's turning me off doing a drawing challenge, like another drawing challenge in December, is that I definitely have been feeling like the weight of doing a short form video every single day and having committed to that. And I don't know if maybe doing something that's a little bit more casual like Vlogmas is, because it's good to have like a structure, but if every single video looks exactly the same, people are going to start like tuning out. So I don't know if doing another drawing challenge that would be like mostly short form video for me would be the way to go about it. So it could mean that I could do something similar like Prince by Millie is doing, where in December I do a Vlogmas video every other day. It would be a lot of work for sure, but I feel like I would like to try do like a proper Vlogmas at least once. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. I know it's super, super early to be thinking about Vlogmas, but for me, planning it, especially if I wanted to kind of get ahead, I would want to maybe start filming some of it like the last few days in November. Would you guys be interested in a Vlogmas drawing challenge hybrid sort of thing? Or like, let me know your thoughts or even ideas or suggestions on how I could bring you guys more cozy content for the Vlogmas season without burning myself out, because I think vlogging and editing every single day would burn me out. Send ideas, send suggestions for Vlogmas in the comments. And if you liked today's cozy reset vlog, be sure to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button because we are so close to my end of year goal of 10,000 pals in the cozy creative community. As I'm filming now, we are at 9,843 subscribers. We are so close. Like, I can see the finish line. So if you haven't done so yet, you are watching this vlog and you enjoyed it and you want to be part of the cozy creative small business community, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be one of the ones who helps me hit that goal. Who knows? Maybe by the time you're watching this, we'll be at 9,999 subscribers and you could be subscriber 10,000. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I really enjoyed resetting with you over these last couple of days, and I loved spending this cozy extended Sunday with you guys. I will chat with you guys in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.